Welcome to the Pretty Red ENT Show. It's your girl goddess Nikita, aka Pretty Red ENT. And if nobody told you they loved you today, just know that goddess Nikita, she loves you today. And guys, I'm sending so much love and light out to the soil of Mother Earth and to just Mother Earth in general, okay? How are you beautiful people doing? I missed y'all. I know y'all missed me too. I have a lot of content I want to share with you all, but sometimes, guys, I needed to take a break. I have a lot going on, and I cannot wait to go live where you can actually see me, interact with me, talk with me on my YouTube channel, The Pretty Red ENT Show. And you actually hear me go live and talk about what's been going on with me. I really cannot wait to share my story. It's a very truthful story, and I hope it heals and it helps a lot of people out. But guys, this episode is really to keep y'all updated with the energy update about what's going on in this planet. The other day, guys, I felt like when I drank some water that it was the first water I have, like, this water tastes so good. I was just like, oh my gosh. Water is amazing, but it's actually the energy that we're coming into the planet. Like we had a lot of healing energy, but that's because of chronic going retrograde. So let's talk about it. So I'm going to tell y'all what some people feel like chronic it means, and I'm going to tell y'all what I feel like it means. And y'all know how I feel about certain things. So I kind of want to do like an energy update, give y'all what's going on in the planets, what's going on around the world. And then I also want to just talk with y'all. And so that way y'all can know that I'm back in my groove, smoothing and grooving. You feel me? It's not that I'm back. It's just that I'm better. Okay. All right. Okay. So right now, guys, on July the 22nd, we had Leo. Let me see. It says all planets. Let me do retrogrades. Okay. So on July the 22nd, we have Venus going retrograde in Leo. Okay. And it's actually in its house. So it's retrograding in the 5th house in the Leo house. So if you're Leo, you have Leo placements. If you have houses, planets that falls in the 5th house, you're going to be feeling this retrograde. Everybody's going to feel this retrograde, but these particular people, they're going to feel it hard. Okay. I also got a few little clips I want to send out because I'm telling y'all, the week that I took a pause for calls with like social media, whatever, my rising sign was being targeted. I'm not saying that was a bad way. It was just that I really didn't need to talk to nobody that week because my attitude be bad. And I always tell people, like, if I can't give you the best version of me, I don't want to give you any version at all. Like, and it's just me. Like, if I'm not in a good mood, I'm just like, you know what? Let me deal with my own stuff and I hit you up when I feel better. But I communicate that. Some people don't even communicate like, hey, you know what? I'm not feeling good today, but can I hit you up tomorrow? I love you anyways, but I'm just not in a good mood. And I really need to just speak with you tomorrow. It's no disrespect. It's just more respect of I'm in control of my own half. If I need to feel better, it's not your job to make me feel better. It's technically my job to make me feel better, okay? And sometimes, guys, like people, they put this obligation on other people to make them feel better. And that's not their responsibility. The responsibility to make you feel better is yourself. Stop putting it on other people that it's not fair. Blase blah, whoopty whoop whoop. Okay. Now this is a little shot fired about this retrogrades. Okay. Bam. All right, guys. So we got Venus in Leo, retrograding 5th house. Okay. It's July 22nd through September the 3rd. Guys, this is about relationships. Venus is the planet of love. It's retrograding in relationships. How do you view your relationships? What you want to do relationships? How does that make you feel? So this right here, you're going to get serious. I feel like this is more of like divine. People don't understand. Like, I keep trying to tell y'all, destiny and fate are out. There's real true nodes are in Aries and Libra. So you got true node and Aries, and you got south node and Libra. This is called destiny and fate time. This ain't no time where, oh, people can skip this and they can do something. No, can't nobody, no energy, no magic can outdo fate and destiny. Oh no. Baby, sit that one down. You think you powerful than the universe? The person who give you what you got, you got it. You got it, girl. You got it. Baby, ain't nobody doing those. Everybody, everything is destined to happen. Everything's fated to happen. Like people who be doing, trying to stop people's stuff. And they wonder why all this stuff come back to them. Because you're in destiny and fated moments. If you're stopping somebody from their destiny or their fate, and you're not supposed to do that, or maybe it is your destiny and fate to do that. So sometimes you got to take a look at that. Like, hey, maybe it's their fate and destiny because now they get to receive the karma that they're supposed to receive, what they've been doing. And so that a lot of times people don't understand that. Like sometimes people are playing their divine purpose. Okay. Take a listen to that episode. The divine purpose of what people, the role of people play in your life. It's a great episode. One of like the best. I like, a lot of the guys and a lot of women tell me like they like that because they never really looked at it at that point of view or how I said it. But guys, it's really true. Okay. All right. So then, guys, we also had Chronic and Aries go retrograde July the 23rd. I've been feeling this for a while now. Yeah, no, I feel everything very early. And what I must say about this whole retrograde is that, oh my gosh, like when it comes to healing, Chronic is about healing. Like your wounded areas that you don't know that you need to heal. It's going to pop up fast. You know, it just wants you to heal this fast. It wants you to address it fast. And not even so much fast, but aggressively. Like I had a wound that came up and it was like, okay. Prime example, because let me talk about it. Because this is, I kind of want to talk to you about this. I have a problem where I can acknowledge someone and their situation, but when it comes time to acknowledge me and what I got going on, sometimes people want me to make their situation better than mine. So I'm supposed to be okay, but how you treated me, but I'm supposed to be understanding for your actions, but you're not understanding for mine, or you don't acknowledge mine. Like, okay, so what you did, you don't know that could have hurt me, but yet you still don't care. Well, I don't care because, you know, I was mad. Hold on. Pause. What do you mean you was mad? So a lot of people don't understand that. So when you're talking to certain people and we're like, hey, you know, I kind of don't like that. I don't have to like that. You have to like that, but you will respect me. And if you don't respect me, we won't have a conversation again. I can't put your situation above mine. I can be sympathetic to yours, but I can't make your situation apply a higher, greater oxtail than mine. And people don't understand it. That's fine. That's great. That's dandy, but I just can't do that. So that wound for me popped up. And y'all know I really be doing deep healing. I do that shadow work. I go in the shadows. I sit there. I chill. I meditate in the shadow. What's up? Run up. Okay. But this wound popped up and it was like, and it was fresh. I started crying. I didn't realize like why I was crying because it's something that bothered me that I didn't know that was hidden when it comes to like being wounded. And so chronic is like, when you're wounded, how do you heal? And and how I do it is a little bit different. I'm very expressive. So I'm going to like go in and I'm going to communicate directly like, hey, but I'm more blunt. And so with chronic being an Aries means that when you have a wound that pops up or as that's popping up, you're going to be more blunt about it. Guys, like you might be dating a person, you might don't really want to date them. And some people can trap you into dating them. That does happen. Like, listen, dude, I told you I didn't want to date you. What more do I have to say? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, this hurts. Like, you know how many times I done told you I don't want to date you? And you're still calling me. Or you're still hitting me up. You're still texting me. Like, why? I asked you to stop and you're still continuously to do it. That means you don't care about my feelings. You only care about you and irritating me. Like, okay, whatever. Like, so obviously you want me to be mad. You want to be in my energy field. No, I will cut you off. I'm a goddess. I don't have to tolerate that. That's the one thing about when you learn about being in your goddess and God energy, you don't have to tolerate anything that you don't want to tolerate. And when you learn that, then you learn what you're supposed to be here on this earth. Okay, that's the only thing I'm gonna say. But that's my sidebar, guys. So anyways, 101, somebody needs to look up that angel number, and 122. So guys, you know, Chronic is retrograding. It's going to be retrograding to December the 26th. We also still have Neptune and Pisces, Saturn and Pisces, which to me sounds like destiny and fate again, okay? Because, you know, Saturn to me is daddy. That's kind of masculine. And Neptune is a feminine energy. And they're both in Pisces. And then Pisces is a water sign. Okay, we also got Pluto in Capricorn, still retrograding to October the 10th. We cannot wait. The cardinal signs are ready, baby, to get out of this retrograde. Okay, like, oh my gosh. But next, guys, we got coming up Mercury in Virgo. Okay, that comes up August the 23rd. It's in 4 weeks. The post-shadow period is kind of being felt a little bit. Now, Mercury in Virgo, it's in its sign. So people with Earth energy, Virgo placements, Gemini placements, they're going to feel this and they're going to go. So this, to me, this Mercury is about communication and analyzing your communication to really clear the way of what's supposed to be for you. So this is the end game, guys. Like when I say the end game, there's people that you wanting to stop talking to you. They have to stop talking to you now. Oh, it's time. Destiny and fate done stepped in. Like, I'm tired of this. So, all right, guys, I'm going to play a little clip. Y'all know I always keep y'all informed. Especially my cardinal signs. I love us because we're going through a very, very big transformation. But every sign is, technically speaking. But, you know, my cardinal signs, we kind of really going through it. So, y'all know my guy right here. Inner World Astrology. I like him. Make sure y'all go follow him. So there is a full moon coming up in Aquarius. And it says this time it's over. So pay attention, guys, what he's talking about. So pay attention to what he's talking about, okay? All right, so here we go. Yeah, no, this is my guy from astrology.
By the end of August 1st, there will be no turning back when it comes to your relationships. Because we have an Aquarius full moon that day, and you'll have to cut the cord with someone. Full moons are endings, and this full moon happens just days after Mercury forms a dramatic conjunction with a retrograde Venus. Expect to be thinking about or hearing from an ex around July 27th, which should cause chaos. But by August 1st, Mercury is opposing Saturn, which means there will likely be a serious discussion about some type of relationship ending. Now, that could be about you walking away from a current partner and returning to your ex, or you're telling your ex this time it's the final chapter that's closing between the two of you. So many of you will cut off contact with them for good. This will be an especially dramatic full moon if you have your rising sign in Leo, Aquarius, Virgo, Pisces, or Libra. Emotions will pour out and serious conversations will happen for you. Are you done with them or not?
And that's Inner World Astrology. That man just went off, okay? Like, he really just went off. I'm like, did this man just cut up on us like that? Like, lightweight he did. I also have another one too, guys. Hold on. I want to make sure I play. Because, like, I want to make sure I keep my people informed. Because a lot of people depend on this, according to, you know, Hendrix. You know, Hendrix said he depends on this. So, guys, I got to challenge him out because, you know, that's my friend. That's my bestie. So, like, you know, I don't want to make sure I keep you up on game. A lot of people on Snapchat really, they like this, the updates I be giving. So, let me see. Before I start talking. All right, so y'all know my girl Amy. Go follow her on TikTok at AMYDEMURE. Okay, she went at it again. So here we go. Y'all know I love astrology.
Sagittarius, Gemini, and especially Pisces and Virgo placements from late July to early August. They're going to be unhinged and angry because they're going to be feeling stuck in life, and this will lead to feelings of disappointment and frustration. These signs may feel like they have unfulfilled desires, and they may be beating themselves up a bit, so if you mess with them, they will lash out. And if you have one of these placements, try not to engage in conflicts with others, and try not to be so hard on yourself. These feelings will pass after the first week of August. Also, personal readings are available. Be aware of Sagittarius, Gemini, and especially Pisces and Virgo.
What? Why is they going in on us like that? Like, what's going on? Like, no. But it's going down. It's going down in the DM. Okay, like, it really is. Guys, like, I'm sorry for the static, but it really is going down in the DM. Like, for real, for real. I'll be making sure I keep y'all hipped up on a lot of things. And this is one of the particular things that I know for a fact is to be true. Trying to see which other one I want y'all to hear, but that's basically about it, guys. Make sure y'all prepare yourself. If you are these signs, just be careful. Okay, guys? Like, I know it's like a little bit where, you know, Virgo people are really sharp with their mouth. Okay. My Virgo moon, it be going in. It'd be mathing. When it be mathing, like 1 + 2 = 2 = 4, like 1 + 1 = 2, and then 2 + 2 = 4. Yeah, it definitely be mathing. Okay. And I don't want to sit up here and lie and say, hey, it don't be mathing, but it definitely be mathing. And I be trying to make sure I keep my cool so that way I'm not overdoing any particular thing. So if I know like I'm going to be like snappy with my words, I won't even engage in a conversation with someone. Like, I'm just not that type of person. I don't like to be mean. Some people like to be mean. I just don't. I prefer to be nice. I prefer to be me. I prefer to always choose me in a conversation. I can't choose someone else over me in a conversation. Never, not no more. Okay. That's not what a goddess does. That's not what a God does, okay? So, guys, like, that's your energy report. Now, for, like, you know, the spiritual energy thing, like, guys, just be prepared. I keep telling people, stop fighting against the universe. Stop fighting against God, whoever you believe in. Like, I was just talking to a few people, like, I don't know why you fighting against the universe. This is a fight that you're not going to win. I'm all in the business where, hey, does it seem like I'm going to win this fight? Because if I'm not going to win this fight, I'm not going to do this. And I just can't do it because I just cannot do it. I don't have time for it. This ain't that. And I want to make sure that, you know, I'm getting the things that I need to get. Like, in general. Like, I got to love me and I have to love me. And gotta be your everything. Y'all remember that B2K? Okay. But I gotta be my everything, and I ain't fighting against the universe no more. I've been talking to the people about surrendering, and I'm like, dude, why are you fighting against the universe? Like, what does the universe have to keep showing you that you need to let this go? Or you need to move, or you need to do what you need to do. Okay. And I'm a person where I pay attention to signs. If I'm around somebody and stuff starts to break, oh, I'm not supposed to be around you. Something's off. The energy's off. I'm also, if I'm a person, I talk to you, and when I talk to you, just bad stuff starts to happen, I'm trying to figure out, like, why. Either you have an energy attached to you, or somebody sent you that shouldn't have sent you, or you're doing some type of magic, or you're doing some type of spell work that you shouldn't be doing upon me. And it gets known and flashed to me in a different way than the average person. I'm just trying to figure out, like, why did you do it? I'm that person that I seen you before you were doing it. Like, I seen you when you were in a room with your mom. So why would you do that? So it's a little bit different for me compared to other people. So what I will say is this, guys, like, and there's a lot of people that's highly spiritual beings. Like, once you're in tune with you, you're in tune with you. Can't nobody untune you out of you besides you. Okay. But guys, y'all gotta know your worth, where you stand at, and the different things like that. Like, start choosing you, and the universe is all about picking you. Depending on where Aries is at in your birth chart, this is where, it's targeting. But the true no, guys, and Aries, my Aries people, all my cardinal signs, thank me later. Okay. Thank me later. And I promise y'all, I was saying this. This is like a real true thing. I was like, hey, y'all do understand about destiny and fate, where we're in alignment with that. I kept saying like, hey, like wherever you're supposed to be at this year, you will be. This is a highly spiritual year. People that lied, that put up illusions, you're going to be able to sense that. Like, I'm telling you, I was literally talking to a person that's not really spiritually inclined as they say it, but they spiritually inclined. Okay. And I'm like, oh, so you just seen this person put up illusion? I did. And we had a whole conversation about how this other person put up an illusion on them. And I was like, imagine that they're trying to do this and they think that their magic can't be seen. The matrix is down. So everything is seen if you're in tune. So I can't help you not be in tune. You have to be in tune with yourself in order to know what's really going on in the lifetime and what's going on in the universe energy. Things are going to start being exposed more and more every day. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, you thought this person was truthful. Up, here you go. They're not. Oh, you thought this person was this. Up, here you go. They're not. And so it's a key thing to make sure that you stay focused and to just be in tune with you. The more you're in tune with you, the more you're in tune with everything outside of you. Okay. That's just as simple, easy as that. I can't wait to tell y'all what's been going on with me because it is very dramatic and it's kind of like spooky crazy. And I can't just wait to come out. Y'all might see me even on the news with this because it has to be talked about. And I want to bring awareness to what happened to me. And I pray that it doesn't happen to anybody else because it shouldn't have happened to me at all. But anyways, guys, the thing I want to talk about today is I think I might want to make this episode called Acknowledgement. I just wanted to acknowledge you. I want to acknowledge your presence in the conversation with me. And people say, well, what do you mean by that? Prime example, I had a conversation with someone over the weekend. And what this person did was believe everything that someone else said that I said. And they didn't have a conversation with me to even ask my side of the story. They just took what this one person said and just ran with it. And I said, well, I look at this differently. You're talking to a spiritual person and then you're also talking to me. But you're also talking, I study psychology. So I know a little bit different than most people. I know what you do. I sense that energy. So what you're telling me is that you felt like your attitude, your anger, and when you wrote me was justifiable when technically speaking, you didn't even ask me. You just took what someone else said. So how I look at that on a spiritual term is that it is what it is. You already made up your mind, which means that you had your mind made up before this person even told you anything with my name involved. Pay attention, guys. Hold people accountable. I always talk about holding people accountable. Like, no. Don't do me. Do your mama, but don't do me. Do your brothers, your sisters, but don't do me. When you come over here with me, I have grown people conversations. I communicate, we talk, we apologize. If you cannot do that, we can't have a conversation. Because then we're technically not even conversating at that point. And that's what people don't understand. You're not conversating with a person if you can't be honest in a conversation. So if I say something in a conversation to you and you blow up and you get mad, technically we ain't even conversating because you don't like what I say. You're not going to like anything that I say. I don't care what a person says to me. People don't understand. Like, I done been in situations where white people, dead ass, have called me a nigger. And I used to be like, oh, really? And I used to just sit up there and laugh. Like, sometimes it depends on how they say it. If they're mad and they say it, I'll just be cracking up laughing. But at the same time, like, I'm one of them people, like, that word does not hurt me. Like, I take control out of someone doing something to me. If I know that you say this word, you know this makes black people mad. Why not? I'm not going to be mad if you say it, because then I'm going to know that you technically are talking about yourself. But in the end of the day, when it's all said and done, why would I let you control my emotions like that? I love me. I love everything about me. And so I can't allow someone to control my emotions. So if I figure out that you're trying to control my emotions, I'm going to have a problem with that. I'm going to hold you accountable to the situation, the conversation. So bam. I was talking to a person, and this is what I want to tell people. If I'm communicating with you, hey, and I'm telling you something that's precisely anything. It could be about, hey, I've just played basketball today. And it's like, you seem like you want to hear me cry, or you want to hear me hurt. I can't talk to a person like that. People are like, what do you mean? If I can't talk to a person who wants to see me hurt, okay, I can't do that. Because then I'm going to think like you don't really even care about me, yourself, or whatever the hell's going on. You just really care about yourself. And at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, that ain't something that I'm willing to be a part of in that conversation. But I'm holding you accountable for that because you do this so often. Like, a lot of times when we have conversations with people, some people are one-sided. And you got to pay attention when you have a conversation with people. If you actually can hear a person, understand them, and value them, even in a time of need, hey, you might don't feel like you did anything wrong, but you heard this person in the conversation. And you address them, hey, I heard you, I apologize, and you're like, but that's not what I meant, but let me tell you what I meant. And you are being clear-cut cord on your actual, like, how you feel and your feelings, and someone gets upset because of how you feel. Now, is this justifiable? Like, no. But I will hold you accountable in a conversation with me. I'm not going to sit up there. I hold myself accountable, so I have to hold everybody else accountable. The older Keita Dean used to do that. I used to just like, it is what it is. No, baby, I'm holding you accountable. Do not have a conversation with me if you do not want to have a conversation with me. Do not sit up here and say that, oh, you're just this great person, but technically you're not. But I'm supposed to feel more for your feelings than my own. No, I cannot do that. No. Like, I can't do that anymore. Like, I have to be able to be happy. And if you become between me, my peace, and my happiness, I'm choosing me all day and tomorrow. I don't care if you like it, Sam like it, Boo like it. I do not care. I have to choose me. This is my destiny. This is my purpose. I cannot keep making you happy and not making myself happy, even if it's in a conversation. Like, prime example, I remember one of my friends, one of my old friends, she was dark skinned. I used to be like, oh my gosh, you're so cute because you're dark skinned. And like, I used to just hype her up. But when it came time to hyping me up because I was light skinned, she never showed me that light skin love. People like, oh, but they give it to you in songs. They didn't make that song about me. They made this song about preference, their preference. But me and you are in front of each other, and there's a guy saying here, like, you know, he likes chocolate and vanilla, and then or strawberry, whatever. Some people call me vanilla during the wintertime. They call me strawberry during the summer. We're not going to go there, but you get the point, okay? So the whole point is that if I'm telling you you're beautiful, and you're beautiful because of your skin color, and this and that, and you don't return that favor back, guess what happens? You know, like you're not being fair. Like, why you can't show me no love? Because you feel like most rappers show light-skinned girls love? That's not fair. That's not fair to me as your friend. Like, and sometimes, guys, people do this all the time. It's like you can support your friend all the time when they're doing stuff, but when it comes time for them to support you, when you're doing stuff, they never support you. You'd be like, why are you not supporting me? What did I do to you? And so that ain't got nothing to do with me. And so once you remove this control out of somebody's hands, y'all don't know who this for and why this control thing. I tell people, you can't mess with my emotions because I will remove the control. If I know you're trying to do it on purpose, I will remove that. Nothing that you will say will ever hurt me ever again moving forward. People are like, oh my gosh, you're so mean. No, that's me being real. I don't have time, 1, to play with you. 2, I'm just not going to play with you. 3, I'm not going to play with you because I'm not your mama. 4, I'm not going to play with you because we're not related. And even if we are related, I don't even allow my relatives to do that to me. I hold people accountable because they have held me accountable for so long. And so now I hold everybody accountable. Oh, no. I used to hold myself more accountable. Like I used to just hype people up so much. But if I notice that you're not hyping me up, oh no, baby, guess what? I will not hype you up no more. And I won't feel bad about it. It's no offense to you. I love you, but I'm going to love the people. I got to love me enough for the both of us. And people don't understand that. I love you, but I love me too. I respect me and I respect me too. I will not sit up here and tolerate anybody making me feel less than what I'm supposed to feel. If I show you respect, I require respect back. Hey, if you can't give me that back, that's fine. But guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to say, you know what? That's all love. It's all love. And we won't have a conversation ever again. I'm at that point now in my stage of my life. Like, if it ain't right, I got to go. Like, you should not be making people feel like they should do something just because it's you. They should want to do it because it's the kindness of their heart. I remember I was just talking to somebody and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I only talk to people when they see me, their face light up. Your face has to light up when you see me. If your face don't light up, baby, you're not going to ever see me. You're not going to talk to me. None of that. Your voice don't light up like, oh my gosh, I just talked to her. I can't talk to you because that is low vibration. Whenever somebody calls my phone, I always have high energy. I'll be ready to talk to them. I'm just me. I won't accept anything less than that because that's who I am. That's what I require. That's what I put out into the universe. So if I'm getting something else back than what I'm putting out, I have to stop, do shadow work, see what's going on, see if it's the energy that I put out. But if I figure out that it's not me, then guess what happens? I separate that, guys. Okay? I big time separate that. Like, I will not do that anymore. I will not please a person more than I please myself. Like, I just won't. Guys, I just will not do that. Okay? Like, I just can't. So, I want to also talk to y'all about, I literally, because this needs to be talked about. And this is probably going to go on. I don't know if it's for fixed signs, if it's whatever. I feel like this is a universal energy. Okay. I literally told somebody, like, you know, I want to go do something. I say, you know what? I'm about to go study in school. Okay. So I'm about to go study in school in China. And this person told me, like, why would you go do that for? I said, why wouldn't I? Like, I have nothing but space, time, and opportunity. Why not go do something different? Why not? Because I want to do it. And this person says to me, can't you not? Exactly what this person says to me. This person tells me that I should stay. And I said, why should I stay for? It doesn't make sense. Like, if my family loves me and they support me, they should support me like, hey, for me to go wherever I want to do. And if I need help, they should help me. At the end of the day, I have to be happy. And if me being happy and studying in China makes me happy, who are you to tell me that I can't do that? Like, why would you want me to sit up here and not be happy? Like, you want me to sit here and do what? Do the same thing I've been doing? No, I don't want to do that. I want to do something different. And so me doing something different is I'm going to go study in China. What's wrong with that? And so I'm telling y'all guys, right now it's coming to a point where you might want to do something, and you might have other people telling you like, you shouldn't do that. But your heart and passion is telling you, do this. And every time that you keep doing steps towards what you want to do, it's like, it's in perfect alignment. It's just like, the petals just fall down like a rose petal. Like it's inevitable. This path is made for you. And some people be like, oh, that's the easy path. Like, no, this is the path that God made for me. My path, God, why would God make a path for me hard? I'm not accepting that. My God ain't no God that's hard. Are you serious? No, I'm soft. Why wouldn't God be soft? I'm a reflection. And what? This doesn't make sense. No, I'm telling you, if you are supposed to be on the path, you ain't gonna have no resistance. Sometimes we are taught about, like, if something is for you, you're supposed to have resistance. No, we're not. Hold on. No. Everything that has literally worked out for me it's been a beautiful path. Like, it's just laid out like step by step by step. But you will get sometimes where, hey, you might get a spectator here or people who are leeching off your energy. Okay. Pay attention to those people. I'm going to talk a whole episode about that. But where you have people leeching off your energy, so they need you to be around to survive because they can't survive without your energy. I'm telling y'all, some of y'all need to call your energy back to you directly. And so a lot of people be very upset. I would do that. I will stop, take a pause for calls, not answer no phones, not do nothing. 1111 on the clock. And I'm telling you, I will take a pause for calls just so I can breathe. People are like, what? Yes, I need to breathe. I need to make sure I'm okay. But what I will not do is sit up there. I'm going to figure out who's sucking out of my energy field and then ask. I'm going to need to know that, or who's close, because half the time people not even in your energy field. They're just close. Okay, guys, they're just close. They're so close that it's awkward. Okay. Like what? Why are you this close to me for, bro? But in general, guys, like, if you're supposed to be on a path and you're just know that you're doing it, stick to it. Don't let nobody tell you that you're not supposed to be on this path, because you and God know the truth. Can't nobody else tell you the truth but you and God. And once you have that connection with you, the universe, and Mother Earth, then can't nobody else take that from you at all. Some people will try to, but there's no need to. If you know you, then you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. If you've been doing the healing work, then you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You don't have no problem with doing anything else than what you're supposed to be doing. I tell people that all the time. Can't nobody move me because I can't be moved. Literally, I done had like at least 4 people try to defer me from this move I'm finna do. Like, bro, I don't care if it's across seas or not. This is what I want to do. Like, I want to do something different just to say I did it. Like, whether I succeed or not, I still want to say I did it. Some people don't understand that. Like, it's the steps that I celebrate. Sometimes you got to learn how to celebrate your steps, learn how to celebrate your decisions that you make and that you stand on. And it's like really weird because I've been having this conversation with like 5 different people. Like, yeah, I want to do this. Yeah, I want to do this. Yeah, I want to do this. I am going to do this. And then it's like, I'm there. I'm there already. There's nothing you can do to stop it, like, at all, because I am there. And if anytime you become between destiny and fate, baby, that's your own karma. That's something that it kind of just swoops you up and just consumes you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's a you problem. Take care of you and I'm going to take care of me. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, I'm not about to tolerate that. No, ma'am, no, sir, no, sir. But guys, like, don't let people try to take you off of what you really want to do. Like, don't let just one person, like, you know what? Like, no, I'm not. And then it's like, it's so crazy. Like, I'm like, so you're saying that I'm going to miss everybody. I'm like, but the people that really miss me, they'd come see me. The people I really miss, I can go see them. So what is there really to miss? The people that really love me, they actually want to see this happen. So it's like, why don't you want to see it happen? You think that I should just stick around for what? Like, no, I'm not about to do that. I just can't. And so I won't. And so guys, like, now y'all know I'm studying in China. And so it's like, I'm happy about my decision. There's not too much to say other than that. Besides, I'm very grateful to the universe for this opportunity, but I'm really happy in general that I can actually do something different with the world. Like, and like, hey, just experience a new experience and just be in tune with the universe with flow. Some people are not in tune with the universe with flow. I am one of those people that I have to be in flow state. If it's not in flow state, then I can't do it. I done learned how to surrender to the universe. Some people haven't did that yet. You're not there yet. And it's okay. Hey, like, you know what? I like the fact that I'm able to surrender. Whatever happens for me, it's for me. If it's meant for me, it's meant for me. I'm not going to fight against it. I'm not going to say it isn't what it's supposed to be. What I'm going to do is just be in flow. I'm going to accept what's for me and I'm going to accept what's not. I'm just not going to spend too much energy fighting against something when God said, I need you here. The universe said, I need you right here. This point. I'm not fighting against that no more. No, baby, not me. I don't care what you said. I don't care who the hell you send. I'm going to do exactly what I'm going to do because that is what I'm made to do. So the things that I'm doing is stepping. That's when you do stuff like that. That's called stepping in power. Okay, guys, stepping in power, knowing your purpose, knowing you. When's the last time you did something and like somebody just discouraged you so you didn't do it? Imagine how many times that happened. I'm like, man, I should have went to college and I should have went to college outside of Ohio. And it's like, people be like, well, what? I'm like, yeah, I always wanted to. And if you know my favorite college, then you know where I wanted to attend. So, you know, but I always wanted to do that. So why can't I do that? Like, why can't I create a memory? I'm telling y'all, at any moment in your life that you want to create a memory, you should do it. Just because you can. You have time to do it. Time is on your side at this time. Like, time is technically an illusion. But then we also say, like, you know, time is valuable, which it is, but it's an illusion. But it's also like, you know, it's like, how do you value your time? I value my time as much as I value me and my smile. I'm like, whatever is going to make me happy, whatever God has planned for me, whatever the universe has planned for me, whatever my angels and ancestors have planned for me, that's what I'm willing to do. But most importantly, what does my soul want to do? What does my heart want to do? What will light me up? That's what I want to do. If this doesn't light me up, I don't want to do it. If you as a person, when I talk to you, don't light me up, I don't want to talk to you. If every time I talk to you, I light you up and you don't light me up, guess what? We won't have a conversation no more. I love you, but maybe you need to work on yourself. Has nothing to do with me. I'm choosing me, okay? And that's the reason why, guys, that guy said what he said. You got to pay attention. The Virgo placements, we finna be on it. And then with that retrograde coming in, it's finna like, kind of kill him with the bag. You feel me? It's like you killing him with words. You're killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? That part right there. So at the end of the day, guys, when it's all said and done, the things that you really need to tap in and do is just make sure you're really in tune with you. What does your heart say? What do you want to do? How do you want to get there? Are you going to let people stop you from doing something that you really want to do? Maybe you want to put out a record. Maybe they don't want you to put out a record. Maybe you have a hater. Maybe you don't. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, how can you really please you in everything that you're doing? Conversations, love. How do you want to do that? I'm now dealing with making sure that if a person wants to have a conversation with me, I have to be heard. And at any moment you don't hear me and you value your hurt over mine, I can't acknowledge that. Because everything is a serious thing. What might be serious to you might not be serious to me. And what might be serious to me might not be serious to you. So at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, if I'm telling you something serious to me and you don't take it serious, guess what? We will not have another conversation because guess what? I'm not dealing with that. That's a you problem. That's not a me problem. That's something that you need to work on. Communication, communicating clearly, communicating to understanding. You know what? I heard you. I'm sympathetic, but you know what? I also hear you too. And your situation is very important. And I love you. Hey, if you don't say that, then guess what? It does not matter to me what you're saying. And not to say like, hey, I don't care. It's just more that I really love me. And I will not accept anything less than what I deserve at all. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's from Sam, Bam, Skibbity Scam, or Tam, or I don't care. You're going to learn to respect me. You're going to learn to love me, baby. But if you want to be around me, talk to me, you got to love me correctly. You got to love me in my love language because I'm going to take my time out and I'm going to love you in your love language. So I require that energy back. And if I don't receive it back, guess what happens? I will cut you off. It's so crazy because I was just telling somebody the other day, I said, you know how many guys I done told, like, not to call me no more? You know how many guys I done told, like, hey, it's not going to work out. I'm okay. Like, stop calling me. Like, and I was like, it's not just about telling new guys this. This is like old people that I've been knowing for more than 10 years. Stop calling my phone, bro. Like, I'm okay. It's not our time. It wasn't our time then, and it wasn't our time now. Can you give me everything that I need at this very precise moment? Can you place me in a better position that I'm already in right now? No, you cannot. So guess what? You're unavailable. That's what my mom started to say, okay? My mom said, you're unavailable. You're unavailable to give me what I need. And so I can't accept anything less than what I deserve. And so I got to hold you accountable for that, guys. So what I'm telling you, when you're talking to people, hold them accountable. Make sure that they're doing what they said that they're supposed to be doing. Make sure that, like, hey, like if they say something that you hold them to that. Hey, you said you were going to do this. Okay, you didn't. Why didn't you communicate to say that you didn't? I don't care. Just communicate with me. Just don't that's like kind of gaslighting. Like you kind of semi have the same thing as a gaslighter, the same energy. Ain't got nothing to do with me. This is a you problem once again. I always tell people, like, this ain't got nothing to do with me. The main thing, the main purpose of all this is just really just being in tune with you, guys. But being accountable. If I hold myself accountable, I have to hold everybody else accountable. And that's the one thing that I learned in my healing. I used to be harder on myself than I was anybody else. Oh no, baby. We all get the same thing. It's about spirituality is that we all sitting at the same exact table. Nobody's better than nobody. So if I'm holding myself accountable, I have to hold you accountable too, because if you're coming to me my table is accountability. If I did something that I was wrong about, guess what? I'm going to come back. I'm going to apologize. I am a person that if I did something, I will apologize. I'm a grown woman. Grown women apologize. Real women apologize for what they did wrong. I'm not going to sit up there and say, hey, I did something wrong. If I feel like I didn't do something wrong, I'm not going to apologize for that. Hey, I understand what you're saying, but chip, and I'm going to go in, I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and that's going to be that. You can't tell me how to communicate. You can't tell me when to stop. You can't do anything because you are not me, and I let you do you. You cannot say anything when I do me. That's holding you accountable. That's holding me accountable. That's holding everybody accountable in this whole entire situation. But what you will not do is do that with me. Do that with your mama. You will not do that to me. Do that with whoever that you know. You just will not do that to me. I love me. I accept me. I will not tolerate anything less than that. And like the one thing, like I love my mama for, okay? Like shout out to my mama. She the real, shout out to my OG, okay? She the real MVP. My mom back in the day, guys, I'm going to kind of end it after this. But my mom back in the day, when we used to get in trouble and do different things, my mom used to be like, apologize. But you need to know why you're apologizing for. So we used to have to apologize like, hey, you know what? I apologize. I hit you. Or one time I stuck a toothpick through my brother's finger. We're not going to go there. And I was like, you know what? I apologize. And I did get a whooping, guys. But I said, I'm sorry. And then I had recourse. I apologize. I won't do this again. I guess I got to work on my anger when I'm dealing with you because sometimes you provoke me, okay? Some people don't know how to do that apology. Like, you're actually apologizing. You're not giving some BS. I'm sorry, my bad. You're bad for what? You're bad for what? What are you apologizing for? Some people can't even say that to your face. So then I know that when you apologize to me, that means it was fraud. It was fake the first time when you said it because you can't even say it to my face. What Lizzo say? She said, don't text me, say it right to my face. You get what I'm saying? Truth hurts. And some people don't know how to accept the truth. I will not accept anything less. If I give you an apology, I'm great and whatever, and I can talk to you and I can communicate correctly to you, and you don't know how to communicate. Only thing you know how to do is be violent. You think violence is the right way to communicate? That has nothing to do with me. That's a you problem. You're going to have to work on that and not me. But I will not accept that from you. I will not accept that from anybody. 144 on the clock. Okay. Light worker number. I will not accept that. I'm sorry. I cannot. And that's fine. That's dandy. You do you. I'm going to do me. I'm going to do me. Okay. But I just want to let y'all know something. I hold people accountable. There's nothing wrong with if you hold your stuff accountable, holding other people accountable for their actions. Oh, so you didn't think about to call me, but you just got upset for no reason. But you didn't call me. You didn't ask me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's a you problem. But I'm holding you accountable for you. Hey, like I told somebody the other day, I said, like, oh, I miss you. They were like, oh, you don't miss me. I said, oh, so now you're me? You're going to tell me how I feel? Oh, but I'd rather just not hear live. Well, you know what? That sounds like a toxic thing, but I'm not involved in that. Like I told my sister, if I said I love you and I said I miss you, I miss you. If I take my time out to call you, that means I must miss you. I'm not going to do that if I don't. It's fine, it's cool, it's dandy, but I'm not going to waste my time. But I'm going to hold you accountable. I didn't hurt you. I wasn't the last person who told you they missed you and they lied. Okay? Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. You're my family member. Why would that have something to do with me? So a lot of times, guys, like, really hold people accountable for what they say and how they say it. And stop allowing people to treat you like you did something wrong to them. Hold on. Just because your mama didn't listen to you when you was a child does not mean that you think that everybody you talk to don't listen to you. I will not tolerate that conversation. I will not be involved in that conversation at all. I'm holding you and your mama accountable for your actions, okay? Simple and easy as that. Like, and people don't understand that, but that's real. A lot of times when people feel like they're not being heard, it could be that they weren't heard when they were a child, and maybe their mama didn't listen to them or their daddy. And so when they're talking to people, they're like, hey, did you hear me? Did you hear me? Hold on, pause. I heard you the first time. You don't have to keep saying it. You don't have to keep saying that to me. I heard you the first time. The repeating of things doesn't make the situation any better. And then you got those people who throw tantrums like little kids. Hey, you don't do something I'd like you to do, so now I gotta feel like I gotta be violent towards you. Oh, that's because you did something that you wasn't supposed to do and your mama beat you instead of talking to you. So now this is the behavior that you know. It's learned behavior, guys. Real learned behavior. And it manifests as you get older. Like, hey, okay, so prime example, you tell somebody to stop doing something, so you go kick their door in. Like, what? Oh, what lets me know is that, this happened to you when you was a child. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times, like, people, I'm very understanding, but what I don't do is tolerate disrespect. But that right there, guys, like, people just do things because they learned this. They don't know how to communicate, and I'm going to hold you accountable. You are grown. If you are over the age of 18, you're grown, technically speaking, legally speaking. So you are having accountability to actually go in and learn what you're supposed to learn. Relearn the things that your parents taught you, because everything they taught you ain't always correct. Violence is not always the answer. Maybe communication is the answer. Okay? Like, hey, communicating effectively. Let's come to a deal. Let's come to this. Like, let's do this. And if you don't do that, guess what happens, guys? That means that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing with people and being one with people. Ain't got nothing to do with me. That sounds like a you problem. All day and tomorrow. That's a you problem, not a Keita problem. But you will not come at me like that. You will not disrespect me like that. I will not tolerate that. Ever. So deal with the things that you need to deal with. But I'm not your mama, and I'm not your kid. I'm not your auntie. I'm not none of them people that you know. But when you talk to me, I'm a grown woman. And you talk. Grown women talk. Women don't fight, baby. That's just not what Mother Earth put us on this planet to do. I'm not about to sit up here and fight anybody. You're not worth it. You're not even worth the energy to get these hands. People who get these hands, they're worthy of it. You're not worthy of that. So you got to understand, some guys, you got to learn how to choose you in every situation. Some people just want to provoke you because they're mad. They want to fight. You won't get me to fight you because you angry to the inside. Baby, you need to go fix yourself. And what I would do is remove myself and make you deal with yourself. So that right there, you're now in a mental prison because I removed myself from a conversation or an argument that maybe you try to start on yourself, okay? Remember, guys, do it. This will keep you safe, and this will hold them accountable for their actions. This holds people accountable for their healing. This holds people accountable for every single thing that they're doing in life. But I won't tolerate that. You won't have a conversation with me ever again. Have a conversation with the people who taught you that. Have a conversation with yourself on how to be a better person. You can't expect people to do everything your way. It's not your way. In your world, it can be your way. But when you include other people and they have their own world, you will eventually, if you want to merge with someone, you will have to merge your worlds together. But guess what happens? If you're not doing that with your divine masculine, a person, you can't expect somebody that you barely know to want to do that, to merge their world with you. That's putting an obligation on them that they're not responsible for. Because maybe you didn't get this type of love from your mom or your dad. Ain't got nothing to do with me. That sounds like a you problem. Once again, people be mad, but I hold you accountable. I'm holding everybody accountable for their actions only. Do what you do. 1777 on the clock. Somebody look it up as angel number. Do what you do, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. At all. That sounds like a you problem. Heal. Heal so that way you can learn how to be a better person. You can learn how to communicate better. Heal so that way you can understand people. Heal so that way, like, you can stop just being evil. Like, I mean, your spirit. Or heal so that way this venom can come out your body. So that way your system can be better. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I communicate thoroughly and straight to the point. I'm not about to play no games with you, Sam, Tam, anybody. Because I love me. I love Pretty Radiant T. I love Goddess Nikita. I love Keita. I love every version of me. Okay? And every version of me is dope. I just don't really put anybody else over my needs. At all. Like, okay, like, I understand you got needs. If I can meet those needs, then I'll meet those needs. If I can't, I won't. And I won't feel bad that I can't either. So guess what happens? People be upset about that. I don't care. I don't care. I love you, but I love me enough for the both of us. But you will not do that to me. You will respect me and I will respect you. But baby, you got to heal if you talk to me. Because I'm going to make sure you understand. I did not hurt you. I didn't hurt you. Maybe your mama hurt you when you was a kid. Maybe your daddy hurt you when you were a kid. But I will not accept that in a conversation with a person. I just won't. I won't accept trauma responses. I won't accept, like, oh, your ex-girlfriend hurt you, so this is why you can't have you can't conversate with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's a you problem that you need to heal. And when you heal that, I might be higher than that now. So then now you can't even conversate with me because you didn't heal that first conversation. And which you should have did it at that moment, but it took you a long time. So by the time you healed that, I'm already on 3, 4, 5 levels ahead. Ain't got nothing to do with me, but leave me alone. But guys, my whole thing is hold people accountable when you're in a conversation with them. Hold them accountable every time that you deal with them. Don't allow someone to treat you less than what you deserve. You deserve the world, and so you should get it. Okay? Even if this isn't a conversation with anybody. People don't understand that. When I conversate with people that I love, I show them praises. I show them how valuable they are to me in life. Like, oh my gosh. Craziest thing is, I'm going to end with this story. I went to my family gathering last Saturday, and I was talking to my cousin, and me and her cousin isn't like, I think we might be cousins, but we not cousins. But make a long story short is, this is my cousin's niece. Okay, on her daddy's side. I'm related to my cousin on her mama's side. So I'm like, where's your niece at? I'm like, how's she's doing? Like, oh my gosh, like, I would really love to connect with her. I don't know why. And next thing I know is that she said she wasn't there. I was like, all right, cool. Next thing I know, I'm like, I walk in, she's like, hey. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is my baby right here with the black dress. I love her so much. And me and her had a conversation out of this planet, this world. And it was a very big energy exchange. When two goddesses get together and they have a conversation, it's a very beautiful thing. You could always feel when two goddesses are speaking. And I'm telling you, I was even looking at videos of like, I'm like, where am I at? And I was sitting over here talking to her. I can just feel the goddess energy in the background where we were at. And I was like, dang, that's crazy. And it was so beautiful because when she seen me, her face lit up. She told me she loved me. Like, we sit up there and we talk and she received me. I received her. That is what you call an exchange of energy, guys. And like, we both held each other accountable in our conversations. It's so crazy because like every time like I say something to her, she says something back positive. And it's like, okay, like, you know, she's like, please keep doing that. Like, cause sometimes guys, like we all might fall short on like the way how we might do something. And sometimes we might need somebody to come by and encourage us. So don't never stop being you, especially if you're a love and light worker. Continue being you. Don't allow, or a light worker, you know, there's different type of light workers, but continue being you. Don't never let somebody tell you you can't be you. Don't allow that. Don't allow them to do that. But continue to be you. Hold people accountable and love the people that love y'all. I'm telling y'all, it wasn't about the first person I talked to in my family together. It was definitely about the last one. Because I wanted to leave, but someone was like, don't leave yet. Like, somebody's waiting to talk to you. Like, you need to talk to this person. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm ready to go. And so, sure enough, I hit that corner. I don't know what I was doing, but I was just over here and I was like, oh my gosh. And something just, it's like really weird that like how we were talking. I was like, oh my gosh, girl, like I met her it was a blast. And I really love her. Like all jokes aside, she's a beautiful energy. She's a beautiful person. And I love her so much. And I was like, you know what? I told my cousin, I was like, the girl in the black dress, like your cousin. I was like, your niece in the black dress. I was like, that's baby in the black dress. That's my cousin. She was in the black dress. She was doing anything in the black dress. And it was just like a very good exchange of energy. And I really appreciate it. And I thank her so very much. And guys, if you got people in your life that you really love and you just appreciate them because they appreciate your energy, make sure you give them love back. Because sometimes might not know they might need that back. Okay, guys? And at any time that you can give love, you should just do it. Anytime you can shine your light, you should just do it just because you can. Don't let somebody tell you that you can't because you can't. Okay? Like I'm telling y'all, I be making impacts on people like that. I don't even be knowing. They be like, man, if it wasn't for you, like you helped me out. Like if it was not for you, like I would not know this. Like you really... Like, whatever you do, you just do it. And it's just so magical. And I just want to tell you that. I was like, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. And I had a lot of those conversations this weekend, guys. I had a lot of conversations where people just telling me that they love me just because of just being real. How my podcast helped them out. How just like me talking helps them out. And just like me just being me. And so I really appreciate that. And I love the people that love me back. And so, guys, like, I don't want to talk up too much of y'all, take up too much more of your time. But, guys, hold people accountable in conversations and everything that they do with you. Do not allow people to treat you like how somebody hurt them. And they're allowing you to serve that fate. No, baby, you need to go back and make that person serve that fate because I won't. I didn't hurt you. I didn't do it. And what you won't do is talk to me like how you should have been talking to your parents. Okay. I just won't. Okay. I'm too grown for that. But guys, thanks for tuning in with the Pretty Red ENT Show. I really appreciate it. Make sure y'all go follow me at the Pretty Red ENT Show. Show me some love. Y'all know to hit me up on all platforms at the Pretty Red ENT Show. Leave me a comment. Let me know how you feel, or tell me on Snapchat how you really feel about this episode, if it helped you out. But I really appreciate y'all. And I thank you. But thanks for tuning in to the Pretty Red ENT Show. It's your girl Goddess Nikita, aka Pretty Red ENT.